Hello and welcome back to the Bigger, Faster, Stronger Set Rep Log tutorial. We have, if you've been with me through the first two, we've first started out learning about the administrator's role and getting the account set up with the respective coaches and teams that the coaches are assigned to, as well as assigning athletes, bringing them online. This video is going to be focusing on the athletes and how athletes get started here on the online Set Rep Log. And a couple things I want to cover first before we get into this, especially in relation to getting athletes started. Cannot encourage you more highly to get over to biggerfasterstronger.com, give it a look over. There is just a huge treasure trove of information here for both you as a coach and an athlete. If you're viewing this as an athlete for yourself, some very valuable downloads as to how to improve your program, how to improve your workouts, and get the most out of the total program and all that it has to offer. You can go through, click under Learn BFS, all of these great subjects, understanding what exactly it is the total program is looking to accomplish for you, and all of this will allow you to maximize the potential of the Bigger, Faster, Stronger online Set Rep Log. So I encourage you to go through the website, take some time. One of the things that I wanted to point out to you also are the BFS camps, clinics, and certification process. These are well worth the investment, both in time and financial resources, to have one of these great clinics. The first one, the 2-day total program clinic, will completely install, give you, as it says, up to 12 hours of hands-on strength and conditioning training for athletes and coaches, core lifts, auxiliary lifts, speed, plyometrics, everything that you would need to implement this program. This can also be offered in a more abbreviated version in the 1-day total program clinic, as well as the B&11 seminar, which is the character education, which is included above in the 2-day total program clinic. The WRSC in-service or regional, where we actually get with you coaches and provide you with weight room safety certification, minimum of 8 hours of hands-on teaching protocols. I've been through this. It's a fantastic program. And highly recommend that you look into doing this. And we have some packages here available to you to review, and it is a great way for you to get started, if you haven't already, with the online Set Rep Log, to understand truly how to get the most out of this and to get the most out of your athletes, frankly. The next thing here, BFS and coaches, just want you to know about the great resources here, especially for coaches. And one of the best things, if you become a member of the WRSC, is access to the online learning center, which goes into even further depth as to the core lifts, auxiliary, plyos, the program itself. I could not recommend this more highly, certainly, as the online Set Rep Log is all based upon the Bigger, Faster, Stronger system, which for the better part of 40 years has proven a successful tool for thousands of athletes, thousands of high schools and colleges across the country. It cannot serve you any better than it does, so I encourage you to take advantage of the resources that Bigger, Faster, Stronger has to offer. At any rate, moving back to the online Set Rep Log and understanding the resources that you have at your disposal as a member of the Bigger, Faster, Stronger family. The athlete portion is really where the rubber hits the road here. It's why we set up the administrative and the coaches' accounts. The first thing I want to just address is that if you're buying this program for yourself, you will need to go through as the administrator first, setting up the account, setting up the team, and then as the coach, designating yourself as the coach. We went through that in the previous two. And then finally as an athlete, which in the last episode we addressed briefly in terms of setting up an athlete's account, but we'll do that a little bit more fully here. So if you remember, the first thing that your athletes will receive is an email. Once you've added an athlete, they will receive an email that looks very similar to this. You've seen this before if you've watched the other tutorials, inviting you to accept the invitation. The athlete would click the accept invitation link, which would take them to the Bigger, Faster, Stronger online Set Rep Log page, where they would select their password and it would take them straight into their dashboard. But we have already done that, so we are going to go straight into the account. I've set myself up here. It's the same account as the administrator, coach, and athlete, which you can do. Click sign in, and now you will see that in the previous two emails, previous two tutorials, we had dashboards, and then we had our personal profile, edit ability, and log out button here. Now, as an athlete, I've got two additional buttons. The first one is workouts, where if I log in, I can go straight to enter your results. And also I can view my records. More on that in a moment. I can also click teams, depending on what teams I'm on. Right now, I'm logged in as the athlete, and I'm a member of the Skyline High School baseball varsity team, which we set up as a coach in the last tutorial. Also here, because I have all three roles, now I can toggle between all three roles, which makes this more simplified, especially if you've bought this product just for yourself as an individual, allowing you to go back and forth between the roles to edit the information that you need to. That only requires you to have one account, one email, and streamlines the entire system. As an athlete, you'll log in. Now, this message here is here because I'm a coach, and in the previous tutorial, the administrator, myself, sent a message to the coach, who's also myself, telling myself, great job in today's workout. The first thing that we see here on the dashboard is that I am an athlete who's a member of the Total program, and for more information on what differentiates the readiness in the Total program, again, I'd really recommend, if you're unfamiliar with that term, give us a call, allow us to be able to come out and educate you and your athletes and students as to what that means, and really allow you to get off on the right foot in your workout program. First thing we're going to do just for a moment is switch back to coach and select myself as an athlete here. We're going to go back and designate ourselves, switch to readiness program. Now you'll see the switch here. We'll go back to the athletes, and here I am. Now you can see that it switched to readiness, and the reason why we'll do this is we're going to go ahead and begin entering workouts. Now you will notice that as far as the Bigger, Faster, Stronger readiness program is concerned, the auxiliary lifts are not included here, but you will see that all the lifts that we set up as a coach in the previous tutorial are still here: the power clean, hex bar deadlift, bench press, towel bench, parallel squat, and the box squat. Also here, the clock face will show you the performance records, which will allow them to enter in the correct terms what it is that they performed, how much they are currently weighing in, and they can also enter in whatever notes that they want to. So if this is something that they want to record something else, or if you have them testing in something that isn't included here, they can write it in here. As far as the records here go, we're not going to address the specifics of readiness and Total program necessarily, and instead would refer you to other tutorials and also the Bigger, Faster, Stronger website, just so that you can get the source in context of everything else. This is really focused on the actual getting into it and the recording of it, but you would essentially enter in the weight, and 150 is set as the default weight, but certainly you could put whatever you want. On a scale from 1 to 10, BFS believes strongly that you should strive to be an 11, to go all out, to be as good as you can be, and strive to be even better every day. And that's an important thing to emphasize in terms of really running a successful Bigger, Faster, Stronger program. I did my power clean, and unfortunately I'm about an 8 here. But I did hit all 5 of my 6 absolutes. Again, something that's specific to the BFS program. The next set, I know that I need to get 10 plus reps or whatever it is for the particular program I'm doing. So I want to go ahead and hit 135, but I really knocked it out of the park here, and I'll set it at a 9, and I'm going to set this at 12. Hit save, and I have just recorded my first set and rep records here. So if I go back to my dashboard, you can see that, excuse me, here you can see here, if I go through, if I select view records, I'll go on here and see where I am currently, just having done power clean and no records recorded. I can see here on the chart that I lifted 150 July 29, 2015, and one of the points here, it's really important to distinguish. If I go back to my profile here, I am here as under the readiness program, which the encouragement here is you break records when you're at the total program. Now certainly improvement and getting to that baseline is the important thing here in terms of getting on to the total program, but the records here are not really going to be utilized until you get to the total program. But let's say Coach and I are talking after the lift, and he says, well, you know, Marshall, you did great, 150 right off the bat. You felt like it was pretty easy. You put it at an 8 and then a 9. You went all the way up to 12 in your next set. Granted, it was 135, but I think you're ready, and all of your other lifts, hypothetically, are here, right up there as well. Let's go ahead and promote you to where you need to be. So I'll select Coach Hendrickson here, and let's go ahead and switch him to the total program here. So now as an athlete, I go on here, and I'm set as the total program, and I go to enter my workouts now, and now you'll notice that things are a little bit different. Instead of just the towel bench and box squat, which are our core lifts, I've also got the glute ham and lunges. For Wednesday, I've got power clean and hex bar deadlift, which is what we had before, but we also have the heavy dips and the straight leg deadlift, parallel squat, shoulder press, lat pull down, power snatch, and bench press for Friday. So heavy load on Friday ahead of us. But we will go ahead and enter in our towel bench. So we'll start out at the 3x3, and we can select that at the beginning of the week. We select what week we're on, and we want to put for towel bench, we were 225 on our first week, and we did it at an effort of 8. We hit the 5 of 6 absolutes, and the next time around we really wanted to increase on the effort. We're feeling a little sluggish. Let's go 225 again, see if we can improve. And on this one, we didn't. We're dropping just a little bit, but we still hit our 5 of 6 absolutes, which means that we're fine to proceed to our last set. And now we keep in mind that it's 3 plus, which means that we're going to go from 3 reps, and we're going to try to get 10 repetitions and really break our rep records for reps 1 through 10. So in order for me to be in a position to do that, I'm going to hit 185 as my goal, because I really want to have a good strong effort, and 185 will set my 10 rep record all the way down through my 4th rep record. So we'll go ahead and get that set, and lo and behold, I was able to do it. Felt really great. I'm going to put myself at a 9 there, and I'm going to indicate that I got up to 10 reps there. That's not showing up there, but we have that set there at 10. And you can see that my total record is 635. My total 3x3 record is 999. As to how much weight total with repetitions, and I hit save here. And now I've set my records. I've got reps 1, 2, and 3 here ready to go. And if I go back and I view my records and we choose the towel bench here, now you can see that my current records for reps 1, 2, and 3 are here at 225 because that's what I did in the first 2 sets, and it will be charted here as well. Now if I go back as a coach and I'm seeing how my guys did, you can see that our team has broken 6 records, 6 total records broken. I can see that Coach Hendrickson, well, he lifted today, June 29th, and I can see, okay, well, what did he do? Let's select a lift here. Let's see, today I know we did towel bench, so I'm going to select towel bench, and there we go. 3 sets of 3, with the 3rd set going all the way up to 10, 225. That looks really good, and we can let him know. We can say, okay, we're going to address this to Coach Hendrickson and say, hey, CH, way to go. 6 records in a day is excellent. Okay, so we want to give a good heads up there. And granted, this is the athlete tutorial, but just one other thing that you can do. And then once that athlete logs on, there it is. Hey, CH, way to go. 6 records in a day is excellent. So we can go back to entering records and go through for each one here as we need. The one thing that I'll point out here is because we did towel bench already, there's a green check there. So we know what we have, and because we've already done it, it goes to the back of the list here. And as we fill these out, we'll be able to know exactly what it is and how to move forward on that. Now the next time we go and go to include our reps, we will have down below what our towel bench records by rep are. So when we get to 5 by 5, it will show the first 1 through 5 of the weight, so that we understand where we are, as well as the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and other 10, 8, 6 records that we record depending on what week it is. So we can see that here and see, okay, assuming this is the next week in 5 by 5, we can say, well, my 5 rep record is 225. I think I can beat that. Let's go for it. So you can look at that. Also, your total weight record. You can say, well, total wise, I can go to break that. I can look at and see if 640 or my 3 by 3 record total weight the next time at 3 by 3, I can beat 999. So lots of records there. And one of the things that we really stress as athletes as you go through this program is you want to make sure that you are focusing on breaking records and not necessarily weight. The purpose of getting through the total program and getting everything out of it that you can is understanding that it's not where you start, it's where you finish, it's where you get up to, and it's not to fixate on starting with huge amounts of weight, but the right amount of weight, and then from there to improve and to adjust accordingly. So here as an athlete, I can go through, I can review my messages, I can enter my workouts and view my records, and I can progress. One of the other things we can do here is edit our profile. It's very much the same thing that we did before. Enter in all of the information that our coach wants us to enter in. We can put our own avatar in there and we can update it. We have the same edit here because we didn't change anything, so we get that alarm. Don't worry about that. And we can go here as the athlete. Now this athlete can change teams. If there's another team, let's say that the team here changes, and we go to the athlete dashboard. As far as the athlete's concerned, this is their profile, so it doesn't necessarily indicate what team they're on. But if you go to the coach here, I can see that here these are my teams. Now let's say the season ends and we have another team we can switch that, and now that athlete's account is controlled by the administrator and the coach for whatever team they move on to next, and they can come back to you as well. The great thing for the athlete, and the reason why I point out for the athlete it doesn't show a team, is that what we're focused on here is their personal progression through the total program, or if they haven't gotten there yet, the readiness program, and they are focused on improving in their own personal physical fitness, strength, and size and quickness, and all of the great benefits that the Bigger, Faster, Stronger program has to offer can be utilized here in this online Set Rep Log system. So with that, I invite you to call us or email us. The number here is at the bottom of the screen. You can call at 1-800-628-9737, or you can email us at info@BFS Set Rep Log. If there's anything else in particular that you'd like to know more about, we will be getting some tutorials as far as specific functions here of the Set Rep Log, but this is how to get started as an athlete. And again, highly recommend that you jump over to Bigger, Faster, Stronger and take advantage of the information there to get the most out of your program. Highly recommend that, and we thank you for your time. All right, good luck and happy lifting.